What's up people, I'm Marton and this is ChimangoMusicTV, and in this video I wanna share with you some tips and some things and thoughts that helped me while composing music and how to stay in that great flow. So let's jump in. So first of all, I think the most important thing is to stay somehow in this flow vibe, in this place, you know, that musicians can really relate to. I'm really sure that moment when you play music and you just disappear from time and you get in a state which you don't feel the future, you don't feel the past, you're just in a really strong present moment. And I think, and I really feel, and I really believe that that's the best place you can be to create actually music or whatever you want to do, which is a creative thing. I like to think about it as a wave, you know, that you grab the wave and you're surfing on the wave and you're surfing it and surfing it, and it actually can be a circumstance too, like a job opportunity or an opportunity to play with a band. It can be like so many stuff that you just feel like, oh man, things are going well now, and like you really feel it's working out, and you feel like you are in a it just feels like surfing a wave. And this is the important thing, sometimes you can fall from the wave, and this is really crucial to find any means possible to just, you know, stand up, grab your surfboard, yeah, of course, go back and wait for the next wave, you know. And I think the good thing is that we can in life create these new waves and we don't have to wait for it, and this is what I like to do. So let's start with one of the points. Sometimes you're stuck with the song because you invented a great idea and you invented a great initial point to start a song, but maybe you didn't get it 100% right because you were not 100% in that state of flow, and you couldn't take that idea out of the universe exactly as you thought about it. So you may have some different chords, for example, that you were not really thinking about it, but sometimes we're stubborn and we're like, but these three chords are the ones, you know, this is what I invented, and sometimes you don't leave space for yourself to just try to change it. And sometimes we're so stuck with that, and the moment you change that one chord, or you just try out something slightly different, or maybe something completely different, but leaving the tempo, leaving the main idea and the vibe of the song, you know, try new stuff, try changing things, because sometimes you're stuck with an idea because it's not the correct idea, and the moment you change, you leave the vibe, you leave more or less the melody of the song if you have some, but you change the chords and suddenly, whoa, you get back and you're like, okay, now from this I could go there and we could put this, and boom, you're again in the state of flow and you're again feeling like ideas are coming. You always have to seek that moment of being back in the flow. Of course, thinking the same way, it happened to me a lot of times that the actual rhythm was not the one that I really thought about, or it was not the one that I was seeking for somehow or looking for. I will tell an example. So, there is one song that I will be releasing soon, we are in the process of mastering it, which actually went like this. So, and I was singing over that. And something didn't adapt, something was not, it didn't flow, it just didn't flow. And what I did, I changed the rhythm. Okay, the chord too, but the progression too, but the vibe was similar, so this is what I did. You feel the vibe is still similar, and the lyric, the melody. Okay, and suddenly all the ideas just starting to come to me really fast. So it was actually pretty amazing, and just I changed the rhythm. The vibe was the same, I just changed the feel, and the song just it just came. The other thing that can happen with the lyrics, exactly the same. You may be trying to rhyme some word with something else, and I really encourage you to just, change the sentence, change the paragraph. Don't stick with something that is just not flowing. Of course, you don't have to eliminate it. You can just put it aside and just try something new, because maybe that's gonna flow, and maybe from that you come to an idea where you can go back to that one, but if it doesn't flow, it doesn't flow. Try to, go from another way, because that way is just not it. Because if it is the way, it will flow. If you're in the correct path, it will flow. And I really encourage you to try and not just change a bit, and not just tweak small details, and just, as I say, the word or that one note, and try really, you have to be brave enough to say, I have a lot of ideas in my head, okay? Let's put that away and let's try something new. Don't stick but that's the idea and that's what came to my head. No, you have infinite possibilities. So try until you get back to that wave and you flow with the flow. Sorry, you go with the flow. And one thing that I always like to do with my songs, because that's actually part of life, we do mistakes, and sometimes the great opportunities come from mistakes. So a lot of times while composing, I do a mistake. I say a stupid word. I go to another chord which was completely not planned to go, I just go to another tone. I just, a mistake, what a mistake is. And instead of being afraid of it, just face it. Wow, why did I do that? Maybe that's actually a pretty good idea, and I have countless of examples. Mostly, I think even in all of my songs, from the composing to the producing, to the ideas of arrangement and instruments, and it's full of mistakes that I used in a good way. And actually by the end I was like, wow, God bless I did that mistake, because without that mistake the song would be so different. And it's part of life, things come to you, and if you do a bad decision, you have to live with it, and you have to somehow confront that, and by the end you maybe take a really good opportunity from that mistake you made. So try to think about that. There is no wrong, there is no right, there is just, it is. Circumstances, they are there, try to take the best out of it, but always try to stay in this state of flow, and I'm sure you will have great ideas. So if you like this video and if you like the things I say, then I really encourage you to subscribe to this channel. It helps me a lot, and hopefully it will help you too. Let me know how this went to you, and the first 5 people commenting below, I will give a free session of consultancy to help you reach the end of your song, composing your song, and try to help you with any stuck idea that you have. So the first 5 people commenting below will have this free consultancy. So I really wish you a really great weekend, full of music, full of opportunities, and see you soon. Bye!